Well, during my first year, I wasn't quite sure what my master's should be, but I happened to take a very good introductory political studies class that focused on ideologies and different belief systems around the world, and it really caught my interest, and I thought that would be a worthwhile program of study that aligned with my interests pretty well. I think both my favorite classes that I've taken have been in my past year, and there are really two of them. The first one was 303, Public Law and the Courts. That may not sound super exciting to a lot of people, but it really grabbed my interest as to the development of Canada's constitution and really our most fundamental values throughout the ages and how that really came to be, and explained a lot of things about the way why our country is the way it is today. And the other class that I really enjoyed was 341, Asian Politics and Government, and I've got a bit of a personal interest in that, but I really found that it's a very intriguing class about a region of the world that's more and more important, and also lots of fascinating history, which is my minor as well, so I really enjoyed that part. I'm in the process of applying for a Master's in Public Policy here at the Johnson Soyama School at the U of S. I think that would be a good opportunity to extend my studies and my political studies learning to maybe a more practical environment, and in the long term I'd like to maybe work in the public service and eventually teach either political studies or public policy. I took part in a legislative internship program that was offered last year. It has since been discontinued, but it was a really great opportunity to work in the legislature in Regina, to travel around to different places, and to put some of my political studies knowledge into practical use for things like writing speeches and briefing notes and research projects. I think it would be fascinating to talk with any of the classical theorists of political studies, even going back as far as someone like Plato or Machiavelli. Very far back in the past, if you could overcome that temporal and language barrier, I think it would be fascinating to understand what their intentions really were on these works that have been debated for hundreds or thousands of years since. I think it has given me a very effective lens through which to view the world, even current events. There is so much going on in our world right now, and it helps to have this grounding in the humanities and political studies specifically to understand and help others understand and to learn from others as well. So I think overall it has really given me a good way with which to contextualize and to view ongoing events and events in my life even in the past.